continue on our CSS journey, and we have completed the basics of your CSS, including the old way. See, right now what we're going to do, we are going to learn the new way, which is through Flexbox. And as I've told earlier also, the float way you should not do anymore right now. And float way was there with CSS from 1995, and it actually gave CSS a bad name because float is very difficult to do, and because of floats only the frameworks like Bootstrap and all came up, and that diluted CSS completely, because no, Bootstrap is not CSS. So with the invent of Flexbox came in around 2015. The CSS, everybody is loving this pure CSS again, and everybody is working on it. And Flexbox in combination with Grid is a bit more advanced than Flexbox, but both of them are very modern, and you can use any one of them. And I have seen people who can develop complex logic with just Flexbox, because Flexbox is much easier to learn than Grid, because it has got not much easy, it has got much less things to learn. Because I'll try to complete Flexbox today only, and then tomorrow Grid, and on Saturday also I'll do a bit of Grid and maybe a project. So that is the plan, to complete Flexbox today. So as I told, Flexbox is not a big thing. So let's get started, and let me share my screen. Hope you're able to see my screen. So what I have done, I've just created a empty VS Code. Visual Studio Code is there, and just a folder is there. Flexbox basics, nothing else is there. So as usual, means what I need to do, create an index.html. Okay, so create an index.html, because we need to have a structure for CSS. Index.html I'll create. Okay, and then as usual, and give the shortcut, increase the font size a bit, because you can see it on the mobile also. Then CSS Flexbox I'll do, and then after that let me link style.css, because we are going to do everything there only. Link CSS, this thing I have to select, link the style.css, save it. Let us have something here quickly. So I will have this thing here. So a div with class of container and a lot of other divs inside it. So this is the parent div, and these are the children div. Box, all box, and box 1 to box 10 are also there. So these 10 divs are there inside it, because Flexbox is always done on the parent. That is one of the main thing. Okay, so after that, style.css I will create, because that is linked style.css. Okay, so that I will do, and we'll have some basic styling even before starting the Flexbox. We'll have some basic styling. Okay, let me do one more thing. Let me open it with the live server. Okay, I open it with live server, and let me open the Chrome. Opening the Chrome, and what is happening, only this thing, this 10 dips are there. We'll add some style to it before even moving to Flexbox, because then it will be, I'm going to see it in a much better way. I will explain it. Flexbox anyways, we are going to do everything. So see what I have. Box sizing border box, I think I have told about this. Box sizing border box, there is another known as content box. So this is generally the default thing which you always do in a CSS project, box sizing border box, so that the padding and the border are included in whatever size we take. Okay, and then each box I'm giving it a color, font size, a bit bigger font size, 100 pixels, a bit bigger font size. Text line is center, and padding is 100, and each of them has a different background. So save it, and if I open it here, so it will be shown like this. One sec. Okay, zoom is okay. Sometimes zoom is not, I keep increasing the zoom, so this will be shown like this. Okay, so this is there, and after that we'll use a Flexbox. So what is Flexbox? Flexbox is a layout thing which you'll do layout. Earlier when CSS started, I think I didn't told, even before the floats there were display table. So with that table thing, we used to do the complete website layout, and it was way more tougher than even floats. And floats came, float have their issue of clear fix, which we have seen earlier. So those things, and float is also not that, it doesn't have that much features, but people used to do with float left, float right, and it was pretty bad. Bootstrap was created because of that, and in 2015 finally we got this Flexbox. And Flexbox started Flexbox got its support in all the browsers. So getting the support in all the browsers is very important, or else you are nothing. And as usual, Internet Explorer were late to adopt, but now Microsoft has killed even the Internet Explorer. And Edge is the default browser in Microsoft Windows 10, 11. I mean, we use Windows 11. It is a default browser, and what happens? It has got a what you say? It has got a Chromium engine. Means there is something known as engine in your browsers. Backend, those engines runs the browser. So now the Edge, Microsoft Edge has got the same engine which a Chrome have. So you won't have to face any issue like something is running in. This is a very old thing for us developers, front end developers. Something is running in Windows Chrome, but it is not running in Internet Explorer. So that issue is not there. Although Safari is still a challenge. Mac Safari. Okay, so now let's start it without wasting my time. So as I've told, this your what happens, Flexbox is always given on the parent. Okay, Flexbox is always given on the parent. So I will parent container I'm giving, and display is flex, and border is, let me give some border or else it will be very difficult to see. 5px solid black. Save it. See, the moment I give this border, just to show, the moment I give display flex, the natural flow is being changed. So natural flow was for a div is top to down, so natural flow become left to right, and everything came one after the another. So this is what display flex did. By default, there is a property known as flex direction, which is row. So everything have the natural flow I've sent. So div is a block level element, everything comes in the block, but it has became like something else you might be seeing as an inline element. But this is not the end. But everything has became one after the another with just display flex. Border is just for the border. Okay, so this is display flex, and there is something which is used less, and I'm just going to tell it about once. There is something known as inline flex also. So for showing that only I've given the border. Okay, so inline flex I'm doing. See what is happening. See this border, it had came here. So this is the difference. Inline flex, on a normal flex we are going to use flex more. This border was extending till the end, but it is here only, till here only the border is there. Okay, so that is there. So we'll change it back to flex actually, because that is the thing which we are going to do much more. And now the next thing which we are going to do, I want this to extend till the end. I want to do the extend. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the gst height is 100 vertical height is 100 vertical height, and see it will go till the end. 100 means vh means the complete display port. So 100 vertical height, it will go till the end. Okay, it will go till the end. Okay, one sec. Okay, so it will go till the end, 100 vertical height. So now as I've told, there is a direction property. Okay, so by default the flex direction is row. Flex direction is row by default. Okay, the flex direction is row, so it will not change anything. So flex is a bit different than grid. Flex is only one directional or unidirectional. So there is either, means there is a main axis which goes to the row or which goes to the column. So main axis is by default is row. If you don't give anything, you can give anything also, like flex direction row, nothing will happen. But see, the moment I do it, so as I'm telling, the main axis, so the main axis flows from left to right in a flex box. So if I want to change, there is another thing which is known as column. flex direction column. So what happens when I do the flex direction column, the main axis changes from top to bottom. So main axis changes from top to bottom. See, everything is coming from top to bottom. 1 2 3 4. So main axis is from top to bottom. So this is flex direction column. A flex direction column is there. Okay. So now I will remove it. So if I remove it, it will again become flex direction row only, means like that. Okay. So now there is another property known as flex wrap. We'll learn about that, but before that, see, our container is there and this box is there. Okay, so this box is there, so I will come here and dot box, and here I will give a width of 300 px, width of 300 px I have given. Yeah, so now what is happening with the 300 px I have given? So this is the width, it is taking the completely. But one thing you should know, this size is not 3000 pixels. So 300 into 10, how much it is? 3000 pixel. Let me see what's the size is there. So let me inspect it. See, now you will think how I will get the size. Okay, yeah, it will. See the size. I think my system is a bit slow, so it is 1272. If you have noticed it, it was saying 1272. So 1272 is the size. Okay, 1272 is the length, width of it. 1272 is the width of it. Okay, so width is 1272 is, and it is now nowhere near to 3000 pixel. 1272 or 1280, whatever it is there. So what did Flexbox did? Flexbox actually distributed whatever the space is there between all this items, or all this children. It distributed it, and maybe it is like 100, means 1280 divided by 10, whatever it is there, 128, something like that. So it did it like that. Okay, so it did it like that, and we got this nice equalities. But many times we don't want this thing to happen. I have given 300 pixel because I want every item to take 300 pixel only. I don't want it to take just like 128 pixel or something. Okay, so I don't want to do it like that. So what I do, there is a property known as flex wrap. Flex wrap I will take, and I will give wrap, flex wrap, and I will give wrap. By default it is no wrap. So see, now what is happening, this is 300 pixel, this is 300 pixel, this is 300 pixel, and this is another, like, so if I move it, it will change it. Okay, so maybe another 300 pixels. So whatever was the size, I am able to get this much. Okay, so it is not anyway perfect, and the spaces and all those things are left there. Spaces and all those things are not looking good. So now 300 pixel was a bad choice. It means I want this to take, I want this to have only 3 items, and each one to be 1/3. Okay, if I want that, so 100 divided by 3, it is 33.33, something like that. Not perfect, because 100 divided by 3 is anyways not perfect. So it is 33.333%. So we can give in percent also. So see, now what will happen? Now only 3 items will be fitted here. 3 items will be fitted here, and it is good. So okay, so this is done, this wrap is done. Okay, so now we will learn about alignment and centering. Okay, alignment and centering, and everything, and the code will be same. but I will remove all these things. Okay, all these things I'll remove, and we will start from the start again. And maybe I will remove this also. So there are many good Flexbox properties. We are going to learn about that. They are used for alignment, and these properties are what makes Flexbox so powerful. We'll see this thing. Okay, so just I have kept this thing again like that. Okay, so the first thing which we are going to do is justify content. Okay, and one more thing in Flexbox, the best article for seeing anything means referencing anything, and it's sort of like a pocket book, is you just go to Google and do CSS Flexbox. Just do CSS Flexbox. The first or the second link, most probably the second link, because the W3 skill is always the first link. CSS tricks, a link will be opened, and this is the Bible or a short pocket Bible for your Flexbox. Everything is there in a nice pictorial form, and pictorial form are the best way to see anything. So this pictorial form is there. What is we are going to do justify content, right? So you can go now, and what is justify content, you can see it here, and we are going to, anyways we are going to learn it, but quickly, if you want to reference it, you can come here and see it after going through my course, of course. Okay, so this is there, and then I will do the justify content. So justify content is something, it is better to see it. Justify content is on the main axis, so only that thing is important, and it, what it does, you want to see what it does. It's just so this defines the alignment on the main axis. Okay, it defines the alignment on the main, not, we are not here to do some theory or something, so let us do it. Okay, this is not some college stuff going on, this is a practical stuff. Justify content is, the first thing we'll do is flex start. Flex start I'm going to do, and go here, nothing is happening. Flex start, nothing is happening. Okay, so there are some other properties also like flex, and I'm going to do, see now what will happen, everything has moved to the end, so everything is taken in that box and move it to the end. So this is what flex end is. Flex end is, and there are some other cool properties like there, like there is a center is there. You might have guessed, everything will move to the center, and this is the powerful stuff of Flexbox. You can move items like this. So in suppose in some item you're going to do, means we will try to do a project with Flexbox or Grid, and it will be much more clear, or you can see some projects from my channel. The front-end mentor challenges are very good. Okay, so I have done them with either CSS or Flexbox. Okay, so this all are like this, and then of center, I've seen center like this, and then space between. So the space between is also an awesome thing. See, everything have some space between them. Okay, so this is on a space between. So there are two other properties are also there. Space between is there, space around is there, and space evenly is there. So space around, also a bit of a space is left at the first and the last space around, and space evenly, everything, every space evenly is what will happen. Every space is distributed equally. See, this is space, this is it is a bit different, that space around and space between, you have seen the first two will be at the last. Okay, that will be there like that, and then okay, so one more thing is there. So this, see, this justify content is there. Okay, so as I've told, Flexbox by default the flex direction is row, but if you change the direction to column, what will happen to justify content? So justify content, what will happen, that your main axis will become now top to down. So justify content will work according to that, top to down. It will work according to top to down. So let us get started. And we'll change the main axis. Change the main axis. Justify content is maybe, let me keep it to flex and right now. And some more things I will change. Font size I'll do a bit less here, 30 px, and that is okay. Flex and flex direction is column, and min height is 100 vertical height. Save it. So see what happened, min height is 100 vertical height, so given this everything. And flex direction is column, as I've told, it is from top to down. Now it is top to down. And flex content, justify content is flex, and so everything has moved to the end. So this is the end. So similarly, if I will have a flex direction of start, you'll see everything will move to the start. So this is how good you can move it. And as you might have guessed, if I do it center, it is in the center. If I do it as space between, it is space between. If I do it a space evenly, it is space evenly. If I do it a space what was it, space, anyway, whatever it is, space between evenly, and I think space, yeah, it will give me like this, space around. Okay, space around. Okay. So now we have done the justify content. Now the next thing is known as align items. Okay, align item we are going to choose. So align item, justify content is tell at the main axis. We do with the main axis, and main axis keep on changing depending on the flex direction. So if you don't give it, the main axis will be left to right. So similar to that, we have a cross axis also, which is always opposite of the main axis. Main axis is left to right, cross axis will be top to bottom. And if main axis is top to bottom, the cross axis will be left to right. Okay, so align items work on the cross axis. That is the main thing. Okay, so that is there. Then the box, let me, I don't know what happened. Okay, the box, let me have it 100 px again. Okay, so we need to do this a bit of things. Okay, and I will take the height of 100 vertical height. Save it. So it will come like this. Okay, and now flex direction is row only. So flex direction is row because I have not given it. So what will happen, our cross axis is from top to down. Okay, so now I will take align items. By default it is align item is stretch. There is something known as stretch. It is stretch, so you will not see any differences there. Stretch is there. And then flex start, see, it will move to the start, so it is from top to bottom. So flex start will move to the start, flex end will move to the end, flex end will move to the end, flex center will move to the center. Okay, so that is all about it. So that's what these three properties only. Okay, so that is there. Now we have done justify content and align item. So once you start creating websites with it, you can learn. So there are two ways to learn Flexbox. Okay, so I'm telling you the basic. After that, what you need to do, either you start creating websites with it, and there are two resources which I will tell at the end of this streaming. the two resources through which you have to practice. So it is all about practice. Whatever I tell you, you don't go through it, you will not learn. CSS is, although Flexbox and Grid are very good, but CSS is not that much easy. Okay, so you have to do something. Okay, you have to practice it, then only you will get good at it. So the next thing which we are going to do is align content. Okay, align content is like basically it is like so Flexbox have only these three. So justify content is there, align items is there, and align content is there. So justify content is not there. Okay, so justify content is there in CSS Grid. It is not there here. We have only three things: justify content, align items, and align content. So what is this align content? Align content is something when we have yeah, so align content, when there is extra space in the cross axis, then only align item will align content will work. When there is extra space in the cross axis, means in the top to down there is extra space. Okay, so how to create that extra space? So we have to do it, change it a bit. Okay, so index is, I'm there in the index, and till 10 is there, and then let me go here, style. Okay, text line 100, padding is okay. So again we are going to remove a lot of these things. Align items, I don't want align items, and I want a box dot box. I'll give some additional styles in it, and which is width of 33.333%. Save it. I'm here, and it will be shown like this, because we have given the width of 33.33%. We have seen this earlier also. So it is equally distributing everything, and we, that flex wrap thing which I'm not done, that thing I'm telling. Okay, and we will now do the flex wrap also. Flex wrap wrap I'll do, and the same thing will happen now. Okay, now the thing is that it's way too big actually. Yeah, it is way too big. 100 px, 10 px. Okay, no problem, we'll see. So anyways, some extra space is there. So okay, let me do it. So align content, align content is flex start. If I do, see what will happen, flex start. So everything will move to the start. If I do the flex start, everything will move to the start, because there was some extra space. So extra space was there, so everything moved to the flex start. Similarly, I will have flex, and everything will move to the end. Then I have center, everything will move to the center. Then space between, space between. So space between will be shown like this. Space around is again like this. So this all is there for your aligned content. Okay, aligned content is we have this all the things, and then we are going to look into a sec. We are going to look into some of the single properties. Okay, so there are most all the properties which we have seen till now. What are these properties? These are properties, all of them we have done it on the parent. Container is the parent, and mainly Flexbox and Grid are on the parent only, and the children work accordingly. So you add that in the parent and it will be added in the children, means it will apply to the children. So that is all about Flexbox. And Grid is also like this. But what is there, there are certain properties which are there on your children also, only some of them. Okay, we will look into them. See, if I come here, the left hand side is for all the parent and all. So if I go here, see this thing, these are for the children. So some of the properties are for the children, and we will look into the children properties now. Okay, so box on it is okay. One sec, let me set it up. Okay. Okay, so let us have some base styles first. And instead of 10 px, I will have 5 px. I will have 10 px. Solid black and solid black. Wait a sec. 100 px, 10 px. Okay, 10 px solid black is there. Then height is okay. I don't want a flex wrap, but I want align items to be flex start. I want this to be flex start. Okay, don't want this. No, want this. It's okay. 33.33% height is 100 vh. So like this. Okay, I will have it like this. So this is what is about, what it is all about. Okay, so it will come like this. Okay, so now we are going to target the individual elements. So let me target the box 2 first. Box 2 I'm targeting. Box 2 is there. Box 2, and then here a padding bottom is 200 pixel. Save it. See what happened, the padding bottom only for that one it increased. Okay, so this one increased. Similarly, I will have some more. Then we are going to see that align self. There is a property known as align self. We are going to see after that. Box 2, then box 6, and padding bottom is 20 px, and copy it. Box 9, padding bottom is maybe 300 px. So if I save it, see what will happen. This is like here, it's like here, and this is padding mod is been done. This is not the main thing. What we want to do, we want to see the align self. Okay, so align self, the property align self, align self property I'm taking, and I'm making it to a flex end box 2. So it moved to the end. Everything is there only. Everything is there in the align item flex start, but it has moved to the end. Only the single one of this has moved to the end. And the other thing is that align self is flex start. If I do, nothing will happen because this only itself is the flex start. Okay, so similarly align self is center. Save it. It will move to the center. So this is what it is all about. Okay, so actually I will stop this. Why? Because we are going to see the last topic today. Flexbox is very small. As I was telling, Flexbox is very small. Grid is a bit larger. The content is a bit big, so that will in fact take 2 days. Tomorrow also 1 hour, and as I've told, the Saturday class will be a bit longer. It will be because Saturdays I don't have my usual class, because after this I am going to take a boot camp at 10 o'clock. So that's why in weekdays I don't have time. So that is from 8:30 till 10:30 maybe on Saturday, or 9:30. Most probably I will do by 9:30. I'll try to complete it by 9:30. 2 hours, but it can go till 10:30 also. 3 hours also it can go, because I have to complete the course. That's the main thing. In 5 days you have to learn complete CSS. Go revise it, and every time come here as many time as you want to come. Okay, someone is pinging. Because I'm streaming off on all major platforms, streaming on LinkedIn, FB, Twitch, streaming on all the platforms, and most people join from LinkedIn because I have a huge following on LinkedIn. Okay, most people join on LinkedIn. Okay, so my LinkedIn people, you can join on the YouTube also. This give a bit boost to my YouTube also. Okay, and so that I can reach more people organically. That's the main thing of this course. Okay, and one more thing, this whole course means right now CSS is going on. After that, as I have told, JavaScript and ES6 will go. So this is a complete web app developer series. You can become a complete web app developer in 3 weeks. After that you have to practice for 6 months. That's a different thing. But you can become a complete web developer with the course which I cover here, and you can get a certificate also if you want, which the link is there. And getting the certificate have its own plus points. You are invited to my community, and we'll have a nice meeting on every Friday. We have a nice meeting every Friday. Earlier it used to happen on Thursday, but I have changed it to Friday. So every Thursday, Friday for lifetime meetings will be there, in which career doubt, some technical doubt, everything will be solved. And I will also give something. Okay, so that is all about the certificates and all. And as most of you also know, I run boot camps also. Okay, so after that what we are going to do, and I will give this means maybe in a GitHub or something, this Flexbox. Yeah, I will give in a GitHub. So that's why I'm doing, I'm closing it, and I will open another here, because we are soon going to the last topic. Okay, so copy it, because I'm soon going to close it. Okay, oh, okay, I have to web dev workshop or something. Yeah, this one only. Flexbox. Let me open a new folder of Flexbox basics 2. So this I will put in GitHub, these 2 folders, and you can get it from there. Learn some GitHub basics. So let me open it like this. Means right now I don't want to show the shortcut and all. Means you can open it, just drag it and all this. So Flexbox basics 2 is been done, and then I'll do index.html and style.css. Index.html is done. Let me actually copied something. Okay, Flexbox, this is the Flexbox 2, and Now I am having something like different here, so that was one of the reason which I did it. So in the container I'll have this thing like this. I'll have this thing, and one sec, let me take the css. Okay, link.style.css is there. Okay, and then save it, save this style.css. I'll come and copy some style. So just box size. So earlier we used to give this thing. I don't think this is required. One is for Mozilla, one is for Safari, because Mozilla and Safari generally runs on a different engine. So this thing which you can do some default style as always we have done. Color white, font size is 50 px, text line center and text shadow, nice shadow, and each box is of obviously different colors. Okay, so what we're seeing here, so we are going to see a new property known as flex, which is again an individual property. As I've told, is again a individual property. And where is this? This is this flex property. Where is it? Yeah, flex grow. So this is a combination of three properties, so we are going to see it soon, how it is a combination of three properties. Save it, it is saved. And dot container is display is flex. Display flex I'll do. Okay, so display flex I've done. Coming here. Okay, I have not even started the new one. Okay, so open with live, so I have to do right click, open with live server. It'll open with live server, open in my default browser of Firefox, but this is Chrome, so I will refresh it. So by default it will show like this. Okay, one after the another, because I have done a display of flex, nothing fancy here. Display of flex is there, and these boxes are a bit lesser, and it has got some nice emojis also. The display of flex I've done. Then we are going to do the box. So this each class of a box is also there. So I will come here and do a dot box, and I'll do a flex of 1. I'll do save it. Flex of 1 I have done. Okay, so if I go here, see what is happening. So earlier there was some free space was there. Okay, so that flex 1, what it done, the free space will be distributed equal among all the flex items. Whatever the free space was there, there were the free space. See, I think one sec, there is a free, there was a, this free space is there. I will add it. So, and I am adding it on the children. Dot box is the children. So I'm adding it on the children, and it is going till end. So it is taking all the free space and distributing it equally among the items, which is a very important term. Distributing is equally. So box one I have done like box. All box have done like this. So let target one single box, like box 2 I'll target. So flex 1 I have given. Okay, so now like box 2 I'll target, and then flex of 2 I will give. See, now what will happen? Let me make it a bit bigger. Okay, so what is happening? Second one is taking twice the space as the every other box. So flex 2 means that. So what will happen? First the free space is there. This kicks in only if the free space is there. First the free space is there. Okay, understand this. First the free space is there, then the free space is distributed with the flex property. But if something has a flex property of double, like this, in this case it is box to have 2 flex property of 2, so it will get twice the free space than the one which is have just 1, so it will have twice the free space. Okay, so one more thing which we are going to learn last. So flex is actually, this flex property is actually a combination of this flex property. So they are given it later on. It's a combination of flex grow, flex shrink, and flex basic. Three properties are there. It is a combination of all these three. So we are going to see all these three separately. So for that, what I need to do, I will come back here. Actually, let me do a comment this out so that you can get it from a github. So I have commented that only two of them are there. So then I will go to the box. Is there color white 50 px and 10 px and all these things are okay, and box is okay, let it be there. Container is display flex, and uh, box one is flex, box is flex one, box two is not two, 110, 110. So 110 I have written for the flex. So they're equally distributed. So now what is 110? So as I've told, this is a short form. One, this is flex grow, this is flex shrink, and last one is flex basis. So this means giving flex grow to 1, flex shrink to 1, and flex basics to 1. Okay, so this is like giving them individually. Also I can give them individually, it's not, it's okay, means okay. So now what it is there, so now how we'll understand what it is there. So flex basics means the default size. So first we learn the flex basics means the default size of the element before the remaining space is distributed. Okay, so let us give it alone, that flex basic, we'll give it alone. And okay, it is not box because there is everything will be box. Oh my bad, it is box 1 and box 2, box 1 and box 2. Anyways, it will be done like this. Okay, box and box 2, because there are actually only two boxes, so it is like this. So I will remove this and I will do a flex basic, because everything is much better to understand it like this. Flex basic of 400 px I will do. And here again flex basis of 300 px I'll do. 300 px. It is the, it means the default size before which the remaining space is distributed. That's why when we give the flex, it is taking at 0. It is very important to take it as 0. If you don't take it at 0 and if you give something to it, see what will happen. This is 400 px and this is 300 px, so it will take according to that. All the free space is there, but whatever it is before the free space, it means whatever thing, whatever size is there before the free space, it will be distributed like that. So 400 px and 300 px. Now the main property is the flex grow. It means that how to distribute the free space between the items. That is actually the main property. Flex grow is the main property. So flex grow I will do, and flex grow of 2 I will give. Similarly, flex grow of 1 I will give. Save it. So see, the free space was there which we have seen earlier. So it is taking twice the space it has been saving, and it is taking only the 1% of the space which was there. So flex grow is the main property, means 2 and 1 I have taken. And now I will do the flex shrink. So flex shrink I will take, flex shrink I will take, and this I will take as 5, and this I will take as 1, flex shrink of 1. Okay, flex row of 2 and flex shrink of this 5 and this of 1 I have taken. So what does flex shrink means? Flex shrink means the ability to shrink when the space is less. So it will come into play only in the mobile layout. See, it is not right now, it is not coming to play. When the space is less, then the size of the thing, it comes into play. So if I make it like this, so see one thing, one is taking less space and two is taking more space, because the shrink was more and this the shrink is less. So it's the ability to shrink in proportion when the space is less. So more means it will shrink more. Shrink more, it will shrink more, and less, it will shrink less. So that's why in the mobile layout, see, one have become less. And in this, it is opposite 2 and 1 in the bigger layout. 2 and 1. So this is how powerful all this property alone is. But in production I have not seen them working as alone. I've seen always all of them are working together only. I have seen them, and Flexbox is this much only. So as I have told, this is not a Flexbox is not that much big. And as I've told, means there is some task for you to do, means which you can do. And regarding the certifications also, one thing I want to do, even if you take the certification, you have to complete the assignment, or else I am not going to give you certificate. It will take you 2 months, 2 months, 2 week, I'll give you 2 weeks to complete the certification. And you can ask any question to me, one to one. Once you take the certification course, you will get the nice certification, and you will get what you say, you will get a guidance from me also. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so coming back what I was telling. So even if you don't take certification, I'm telling you something, two things I'm going to tell you. Want to practice. So there are two things, means whatever I taught, it is you can consider it as a theory. So you have to practice it. So there are two ways to practices. One is the frontendmentor.io. This site is a very good site. You go here, log in with GitHub and all those things, and go to the challenges, and go to here, filter by newbie. So filter by newbie. Okay, filter by newbie. So like this, and take any one of them and start creating it. Newbie are easy projects. You say this is premium, this is not there. So all these things you can do, you can go there. What they do, they are very good, means they are providing us with all the image files. So image, generally what happens in a real life projects, there are designers which who creates this thing, their images sort of things, they're created with, means in the lower level it are images sort of thing, with uh, earlier people used to do with Photoshop, and you can give an image also. But in the higher level there are tools like Figma and all those things, so they are much better. But then also in the lower level you can have those things, and all, means that is for free. If you want the Figma thing, you have to pay to them. So it is written in the sketch and Figma design file, you will unlock with Pro. Okay, so that is there. So you can get all the designs, it is not even required. And you can create this thing. This is all easy things, you can go and you can do this. I think this image they will provide, and you can just create these things and see how it looks. So that is one thing is there to practice. This is how you practice. With Flexbox you can easily make this. This is one way to flex practice. And the other way which I was going to tell is there is a very good game, and games are a good way to learn everything. So there is something known as Flexbox Zombies. Then you have to come here, and where is it? Okay, so here is the Flexbox Zombies. So you have to go here and create an account and all these things, and you have to play this game. This Flexbox Zombie, it's completely, it's a very good game. Means it is it got a very good storyline also, and you have to type the code and the game will play. So it is a very good way to learn also. The game is there, nice animation is there. Not going to show much, you can go and do it. Okay, so let me also show it a bit. Why not showing it? So this is like this. You have the chapter 1, crossbow, flex direction, and all those things, and blah blah blah. As I was telling, starting they gives a lot of stories and all those things, and so like this and like this, you have to do same this display flex. You have to do like this, and it would do. So this is all about it. So it happens like this, and it's got a cool music also. So you can play it and learn it. Okay, So this is a good way. So these two things are relevant. You want to learn creating a website, do from here. If you want to learn it by playing a game, you do it from here. So this is it all, this is all about it. And with this I will end today's stream. Hope you liked it, hope you learned Flexbox, and it will help you to become a web app developer. As I've told, this is a 3 week journey. After this, I will teach JavaScript and ES6. After that, React and Redux. And you always feel free to go through my YouTube channel. There are a lot of projects are also there, so you can go through those projects. And these things I'm going to continue it for a long time, this every 3 week thing. And because learning live is a different thing than learning through some recorded things. So this thing I'm going to continue always, means even if I don't do, someone else will come and do it, and this thing will get continued in my in TWD always. And beside this, I will have some other projects also. Okay, so with this I will end today's stream. Hope you like it. See you tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll do CSS Grid.